In the last few years, I'm interested in the progress of how culture heroes are created, as well as historical figures, Gandhi, Hitler, or Yitzhak Rabin. I did a painting of Rabin going over the notes of his last speech. I started with art icons like Picasso, Van Gogh, Giacometti. All our heroes throughout history are portrayed by other people, historians or writers of their time or later times. Who know why Van Gogh cut off his ear? Was it because of a love affair or a fight with Gauguin? Or maybe he painted himself with a bandage so it looks more interesting. When Lucian Freud painted David Hockney and Hockney was doing his portrait, could they see beyond their feelings towards each other? Is it important to us as viewers? Would Hockney portray Lucian differently after he heard Lucian's painting of him was selling for more? Is it important to portray him as he really is? Is there a real person out there that I feel for? One doesn't know the truth anymore. All the information is heavily photoshopped. Nowadays, we Google. Before we meet someone, we Google them to know who they are. And then after the meeting, we Google to see how it went. This is how we have our first impression. People who see my work say, "Wow, you really capture the person. It looks just like him." This is a great compliment, but I think to myself, they don't really know who this person is. We all have our information from the same source. I didn't have to actually meet my subjects. I Googled them. Sometimes I read text on Wikipedia or other text available on the net, sometimes books or magazines. At some point, I feel I have an image in my head, so I draw it not to forget. No perpetual sketches, straight on canvas. Wikipedia will tell me all, and if they have a blog, a Facebook or a site, I will know enough to marry them. So I guess you can say my drawings are made of 50% public relation, 40% gossip, 10% information, all mixed with lots of love. I consider myself to be the best example of myself. That is the culture I come from, which is Greco-Roman, Western, or something like that. I don't try to learn more on the personas I choose to paint. I reflect on them as they are, not to expose them or the truth. All of them are creative people, which I feel part of. I don't think their high feeling when they succeed is different to mine when I do, or their anxieties when they fail are different to mine. My research is done through my eyes, but my resources come from the media. I have some cultural hero personas that I feel close to. Then I look at the images available on the net. I feel close to them as if they belong to my family, a distant uncle, or a brother who lives in another country.